The Celestial Nighthawk is an exotic helmet for hunters. The intrinsic perk is Hawkeye Hack. Modifies Golden Gun to fire a single high damage shot. Enemies eliminated by the shot explode. Let's analyze this perk. First, let's see what they mean by a single high damage shot. 3 crit shots of Golden Gun using the bottom 3 dealt 9,844 damage to this public event boss. With this exotic equipped, it did 12,320 damage. If we do the math, that means this helmet allows you to do 25% more damage. That doesn't seem like much, but considering you are doing that amount with one shot, that's pretty massive. Of course, having only one shot means there's a higher chance you miss the crit spot on the target, or that you completely miss it. But at the same time, the opposite is also true. If you want to deal as much damage as possible, you must land 3 shots instead of 1. You have to take your time and aim at the crit spot 3 times instead of 1. By the way, you should always use this exotic with the bottom gunslinger tree selected. The line 'em up ability allows you to crit with your golden gun shots. With the top tree selected, you will not be able to crit to deal more damage with it. I tried and it dealt only 6,591 on a public event boss, even with the exotic helmet equipped, compared to 12,320 with the bottom tree selected. The other ability you get with this exotic is that enemies eliminated by the shot explode. Pretty straightforward. It acts a bit like the Sunshot hand cannon. If you kill an enemy with your golden gun shot, he will explode and will damage the enemies around him, or kill them if they are close enough. The only thing that is not like Sunshot though is that enemies killed by the explosion of the main target won't explode, so you cannot chain kills the way you can do it with the Sunshot. This part of the perks make this exotic a bit more useful in general PvE activities. Shooting a target that is in the middle of a bunch of enemies will probably kill them all. Let's see when this exotic is useful in PvE. You've guessed it, this helmet will be extremely useful against bosses. Of course, if you miss your shot, you will basically make this exotic useless until your next super is up. But it's a very rewarding perk when you land your shot. I was wondering if a golden gun shot with Celestial Nighthawk was as powerful as a Nova Bomb. Turns out the golden gun shot is way more powerful. A Nova Bomb on a public event boss did 7,488 on impact, and then a bunch of 68 damage per second because of the vortex effect. Let's say vortex did an extra 1,000 damage. It's still lower than 3 golden gun shots on crit spot will do. Not only you must make the Nova Bomb land on the boss, but you have to hope he's not going to move somewhere else, out of the vortex damage zone. With the Nighthawk, it's one shot on a crit spot, and that's it. A lot easier to successfully do crazy damage. Of course, if you cannot land a crit shot, it will be a lot more similar damage wise. When you're not in a boss fight though, I would say this exotic is not super useful. First of all, it affects your super, and it's not like we would have it every minute. During the time you're getting your super energy filled, this exotic is useless. It will not do anything for you. It's the kind of exotic that does something very situational, and that it does it very well. But when you're not in that specific situation, it will not help you at all. I would suggest running another exotic during a strike, for example, and once you reach the boss area, you can just switch helmet. It will not take away your super energy. You can also equip it every time you have your super up and that there's a mini boss or a tough enemy around. Overall, since there's pretty much always a boss in all main activities of Destiny, this exotic will serve you very well if you like the Gunslinger subclass. You should definitely try it out. For PvP now, well, I don't think I have to explain to you why this exotic is bad in that game mode. Dealing massive damage will not be useful at all. A single golden gun shot will already kill a player, so why would you want to have only one shot during your super? One golden gun shot will not always kill a player while he's using his super though, so maybe you can just use the Celestial Nighthawk to make sure you one-hit kill players with their supers. But to be honest, that would be a very poor decision. The explosion when you kill a guy might get another kill if that guy had a teammate standing really close to him, but that's rarely the case, and relying on that would be again a bad decision. I would use pretty much any other exotic before using this one. That's pretty much it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, a thumbs up would be appreciated. You can also subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.